Batting second, the shortstop, Jerry Terrell. Hitting third, the second baseman, Rod Carew. In the number 4 spot, the center fielder, Dan Ford. Hitting fifth, the designated hitter, Tony Oliva. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Dave Mckay. In the number 7 spot in the lineup, the first baseman, Craig Cusick. Making his major league debut tonight, the right fielder, Mike Peping. P-O-E-P-P-I-N-G, Peping. And batting ninth, the catcher, Bill Root. On the mound, Bert Blyleven. I'll tell you about him in the last half of this inning. For the White Sox, leading off and playing left field, Jerry Hairston. Batting second and playing first base, Mike Squires. Hitting third and playing second base, George Orter. Batting cleanup, the designated hitter, Darren Johnson. Hitting fifth, the center fielder, Ken Henderson. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Bill Melton. In the number 7 spot in right field, Niles Nyman. Hitting eighth, the shortstop, Bucky Dent. Batting ninth, the catcher, Brian Downing. And on the mound, Jim Cott. 19 wins, 11 losses. This is his 36th start. He's completed 11, has one shutout, a 2.97 earned run average. 266 in a third innings, 19 wins, 11 losses. And going for 20 tonight, his second straight year in the 20-game bracket. He has not won over Minnesota this year. Last year he was 3-0. Since he's joined the White Sox and pitched against Minnesota, he is 7-2, and the first pitch is fouled off by Lyman Bostock. Lyman Bostock hitting .278. Ground ball back to the mound. Cott jumps high to his left. Comes down with it over to first for the out. Bostock grounding out to the best fielding pitcher in baseball. Bostock is out 1-3, and the batter is Jerry Terrell, the shortstop, hitting .305. Bostock went 1 for 3 last night. Terrell is 2 for 5 against the White Sox. He's had 13 doubles, 31 RBIs. Beautiful night, 60 degrees. The wind out of the southeast at 7. That's blowing in from the right field corner. A fastball in for a strike to Terrell. Rod Carew on deck. Melton playing inside the line at third. Outside for a ball. Fast-moving Jim Cott. Working about every 7 seconds. 1-1 count now with one out. The outfield straight away. Ground ball to third. Melton scoops it up on the edge of the turf. On to first. 2 away. Terrell's out by 20 feet. Well, the White Sox, after that disastrous 70-0 game in the last game of the Kansas City series, really got on their toes last night. Bucky Dent pretty well today when he said, we got to get back. We got 20 games to go and a chance to move to third. Well, they were making outstanding plays. Did a good job last night, winning 3-2. Rod Carew, the league's leading hitter, takes a strike, and the count is 1 ball, 1 strike. Even count at the plate on Carew, who has practically assured himself a 4th straight American League batting championship, a foul ball to the left side, and his 5th overall championship. He has a 43-point lead over Boston's Freddie Lynn with 23 games to play. Ground ball, slow chopper to third, Melton up with it near the mound, on to first, 3 up, 3 down. Carew grounds out, and the White Sox quickly up and down here in the first inning against Minnesota. No runs, no hits for the Twins. 1/2 inning gone. Minnesota nothing. The White Sox coming up.
Chevrolet announces a tough engine guarantee of 60,000 miles. That's 36,000 miles tougher than the longest engine guarantee of the leading imports. Chevy's guarantee is for 75 Vegas and Monzas equipped with 4-cylinder 140 cubic inch engines and delivered on or after June 25th, 1975. It means that should something go wrong with the engine, your Chevy dealer will fix it free for 60,000 miles or 5 years, whichever comes first. The guarantee covers repairs to the cylinder block, cylinder heads, all internal engine parts, the intake and exhaust manifolds and water pump, made necessary because of defects in materials or workmanship. It does not cover repairs required because of accidents, misuse, or lack of proper maintenance. A 5-year or 60,000-mile engine guarantee, 36,000 miles tougher than the longest engine guarantee of the leading imports. Don't make any deal until you see your Chevy dealer.
Bert Blyleven, 24 years old, 5 years in the major leagues, is on the mound. This will give him his 6th year in the majors. He split the time in 1970 in the minors, but he put in 27 games that first year. He had a 20-game winning year in 1973. Goes into tonight's game with a record of 14-6 and a total of 24 shutouts to his credit in this season. That's one more than Jim Cott had the club record. So he has surpassed the fellow he's pitching against tonight, Jim Cott, in that category. 14 wins and 6 losses. He was out for about a month with an AL, and he came up with a groin pull against Texas last time out. But as Frank Willis said, hopefully that will not bother him tonight. A couple of notes. American Legion Post 973 is having their annual outing tonight. And Art Brand, who is the umpire at third base, is a charter member of that post. And Lee Stang, the pitching coach, the Minnesota Twins' brother, Keith Stang, was married this afternoon. They live in Broadview. So Lee is interested in going out to the reception tonight. I told him, well, we'll have a fast game with Cott going. He'll probably get there before it really gets underway. Our best wishes to Lee Stang's brother Keith and his bride. At the plate now, Jerry Harrison. Bert Blyleven with a great curveball. Drives the fastball down inside low, ball 1. Against the White Sox, Blyleven is 9-6 in his career. The 1-0 pitch to Jerry, a swing and a miss for a strike. Harrison's had 4 hits in the last 4 games he's played. Last night he went 1 for 3, hitting .281. He is a better left-handed hitter. And he's a left-hander right now against Blyleven, who fires inside, 2 balls and a strike. 2-1 count. Boy, there's some games this afternoon that were something. And we'll run down those for you as we have time. Boston humiliating Milwaukee. Has a little change-up, took a little off the fastball and drops it in for a strike. The count goes to 2-2 on Harrison. Harrison, Squires, and Orter facing Blyleven, the big right-hander. 6'3", 200-pounder, born in Holland. The 2-2 pitch. Low, ball 3, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count going. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The Cubs are trailing Philadelphia 5-1 in the 5th. The pitch is outside, ball 4. Harrison's on. And coming up now is Mike Squires, the rookie. Boston, 20 runs, 24 hits. Milwaukee, 6 runs, 11 hits. Burleson hit his 6th, Fisk hit his 8th, Petrocelli his 5th home run for Boston. The winning pitcher was Moret. He's 12-3. The loser, Travers, 6-8. Money homered for Milwaukee. Porter homered also. They're 14th and 16th. 20-6. Took 2 hours and 57 minutes. There were 11,000 fans who watched that mess. Here's the pitch. Inside. Tried to butt Mike Squires. It was tight around his feet. This afternoon also, Oakland defeated Texas 2-1. Oakland 2 runs, 5 hits. Texas 1 run, 7 hits. Fergie Jenkins was the loser. Lindblad the winner. He's 9-0. Jenkins 16-15. Go to first, not in time. Harrison's back. Sal Bando and Reggie Jackson hit homers. That's the way they won it. Bando is 10th. Jackson is 31st. They beat Texas 2-1. Stretched by Blyleven. Ground foul. Coming back and out of play. And there were 7,600 to watch Oakland today. Talk about the best team in the American League and in baseball. St. Louis, 6 runs, 10 hits. The Mets, 3 runs, 14 hits. The winner was Forsch, the loser Kuzman, 17,000 at Shea Stadium. So those are rundown of the scores. There's one other I'll give you in a moment. 1 ball, 1 strike right now to Squires, batting .333, 5 hits. In 2 games of the 4 he's played. The stretch, the 1-1 delivery. Fouled it back and out of play. Cleveland defeated Detroit 4-2. The winner Eckersley 11-5. The loser Lemanchik 2-5. 7,800 at Cleveland. Better crowd than they had in Oakland. 1 ball, 2 strike count to Mike Squires. Most valuable player in the Southern League this year. First baseman for the White Sox. George Orter on deck. The stretch. Blyleven's 1-2 pitch. Line drive, right center field. Well hit, coming fast to right fielder Peping. He grabs it, coming in the gap. Nice running catch by Peping, his first play. for the Twins, defensively in right field. So that puts one down and brings up George Orter, batting .303. Now let's tell you about Peping. He just was called up from Tacoma. First time he's been in the majors. He is 6 feet, 225, and they say he's extremely strong. He's from Piers, P-I-E-R-Z, Minnesota. He's 6'6". I think I gave his height. He's big. He looks like a sequoia redwood out in right field. George Orter had a couple of hits last night. Throw to first. Harrison's back. 6'6". Michael Harold Peping in right field. Hit 23 home runs last year with Orlando. That's the most he ever hit. Here's the stretch. Lyman goes to first again, and Harrison's back in. George Orter leads the club, the White Sox, with 70 RBIs, a .303 batting average, and 143 hits. Over the last 7 games, he's had 9 hits, 4 runs, 6 RBIs. Pitches high outside for a ball. Of those 9 hits, 2 have been home runs and 1 a double. Last night he went 2 for 4. The stretch. Lyman working. The 1-0 pitch. Inside, a slider. The count is 2 balls, no strikes. The White Sox tonight as a team are hitting .256. The Twins .273. The White Sox pitching staff has a 3.88 ERA and the Twins .417. There goes the runner, and a foul ball back to the left side off the facing of the stands. Harrison was going on a hit and run, but Orter was jammed in an inside pitch. 2 balls and a strike. Baltimore 4, New York 4 at the end of 4. Lee May homered for Baltimore, his 19th in the 3rd. And since that score has come in, New York has taken the lead now in the 5th inning, 5-4. Baltimore's vainly hanging on. 2-1 pitch. High fly ball left field. Bostock going back to his left, now waits and grabs it for the out, and Harrison returns to first. 2 away as Orter flies to left. Well, in the standings, Boston winning today. That's their 83rd win. They're holding a 6.5 game lead over Baltimore. And Baltimore having their troubles right now with New York. Oakland has a 5 game lead over Kansas City. Kansas City's playing 2 tonight. And Oakland's already won. At the plate is Darren Johnson, who's had 19 hits against Minnesota this year, and he takes a strike in the first pitch. He is the man with the most against Minnesota for the White Sox. 19 hits, 10 RBIs. Here's the stretch. Harrison at first, the pitch to Darren is inside. Call strike, fastball to Letters. Now, earlier this year, had a couple of games that Lyman started. Johnson turned it around for the White Sox. April 24th in Minnesota, he pitched 8 innings against Wilbur Wood. Fastball outside, 1-2. And Darren Johnson homered, beat Tom Bergmeyer 4-3. Terry Forster got the save. Then on May 7th here, almost the same thing. He went 8 innings. Forster won 3-2. Bill Campbell took the loss, but it was a 2-run single by Johnson off Bergmeyer that turned that game around. Slider down low, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 count down to Darren Johnson. Darren hitting .237, had 2 hits last night. He's had 3 hits in the last 5 games. Here's the stretch. The 2-2 pitch. Drops in there for call, strike 3, and Darren J. knew it. Good pitch, good curveball. First strikeout for Lyman is 189th. No runs, no hits, 1 left. At the end of 1 inning of play, Minnesota nothing, the White Sox nothing.
What's better than a family outing at White Sox Park? Well, an outing on Family Day. When only one adult in your party pays the full admission price. Everyone else in the family gets a generous $1.50 off. See, that makes it $3 for box seats, $2 for reserve, and only 50 cents for general admission tickets. It's a great economical way to enjoy exciting Major League Baseball and get everyone together for an afternoon of family fun. The next Family Day is Sunday, September 7th, against Minnesota.
WMAQ with great QN.
WMAQ, you're the 9th caller. WMAQ, you're the 10th caller. WMAQ, you just won it. You're kidding. I'm not. I don't believe it.
Great QN. Great QN. You are caller number 19.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not. Get ready to win cash in the Great QN. Great QN. WMAQ, hello there. You just got yourself a $50 bill.
I don't?
You do. Free money from your radio station, WMAQ.
We're back now with the second inning of play. A couple of notes in. The first game of a doubleheader in California. Kansas City won. California nothing in 4. Doug Bird pitching for Kansas City. Frank Tanana, strikeout king, going for California. Dobson is pitching for New York. They're leading 5-4 over Baltimore. Cuellar going for Baltimore. May has hit his 19th in that game. And Denver is playing Evansville, Indiana, at Evansville in the American Association playoff. Evansville leads 2-1. Here's the first pitch. And a ground ball tapped back over the mound by Ford. Behind second is Orter. The throw to first, not in time. Ford beats it up. Danny Ford, it's a high bouncer over the mound. Orter grabs it behind second, whips over to first base, but just a step late as Ford beat it for an infield base hit. Danny Ford batting .270. Pete Vukovich pitching for Denver tonight. Jeff Sovereign catching. McCormick going for Evansville in the playoff game of the American Association. Right now, here is Tony Oliva. Well, Tony O said he thought Kansas City had a chance to beat Oakland this year, especially if they play them in Kansas City. Here's the pitch. Fastball in the outside corner for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Minnesota against Kansas City is 0-7 at Kansas City. They have not won in Kansas City this year. Tony said, we can't win there. We don't know how to play them there. No ball, 1 strike count. We'll leave at the plate, hitting .279. Fastball just a little high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Oakland beat Texas 2-1. Boston beat Milwaukee 20-6. John Briggs said he missed the extra point. Johnny Briggs formerly of the Milwaukee Ball Club, now with Minnesota. 1 ball, 1 strike. Danny Ford at first. Caught in the stretch. And a pitch. Missed outside. Tony started to chase it, let it go, and the count is 2 balls and a strike. Breaking pitch down and away. Ralph Rowe coaching at third base. Vern Morgan over at first. The on-deck batter is Dave Mckay. Caught going after win number 20. The pitch. Foul ball on an outside breaking pitch, and the count is 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, I told you last night about Eric Soderholm, who, the catcher for Minnesota, fell in a manhole and broke a couple of ribs out looking at some property. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Ground foul off the left side. Well, that one bounced all over. Well, he and his brother will each undergo surgery at St. Mary's Hospital in Minneapolis Monday. Eric will have torn cartilage removed from his right knee since he's out with the ribs anyway. And his brother will have the sesamoid bone at the base of the big toe in his left foot removed. So they can sit up there and play cards and recover from their injuries. Here's a 2-2 stretch. Throw to first, not in time. Ford is back. Nobody out here in the second. No score in the ball game. Danny Ford led off with a high bouncing single over the mound behind second base. Stretch by Cott. 2-2 pitch. Goes to first again, not in time. Melton's at third. Bucky Dent at short. George Ortiz at second. Mike Squires at first base for the Sox. Cott's on the mound. The stretch for the left-hander. And a line foul. Back out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tomorrow, the final game of this series. Claud Osteen. His record is 7-13, and he's pitched much better than that. Against Jim Hughes, who's 13-12, and Hughes has been a big plus for the Twins in bringing their season around. The standings tonight, the White Sox have a 1-point lead over Minnesota, holding down 4th place over the Twins. And the White Sox, game and a half back of Texas. There's a swing and a line drive to right field. Base hit for Oliva. So there are 2 on, 2 hits off Cott here in the second. And the batter is Dave Mckay, a rookie who's hitting .244. He has hit safely in 9 of the 10 Major League games he's played with Minnesota. His first time at bat, he hit a home run against Ranul of Detroit. He has 2 homers, 1 double, 1 triple, 5 RBIs, batting .244. Big Dave Mckay. The on-deck batter is a bigger Greg Cusick, followed by a huge Mike Peping. So they're putting him up in stair steps as they get bigger now, facing Cott here in the second. 2 on, nobody out. They look for a bunt. He squared the bunt. The fastball is inside for a ball. Dropped the ball down around the knees in the inside corner and missed the corner. 1 ball and no strikes. 1 ball, no strikes. Ford at second, Oliva at first. The stretch by Cott, the pitch. Fastball in there for a call strike, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Cubs have tied the Phillies with 4 runs in the 5th. It's 5-5. The Cubs and the Phillies. 1 ball, 1 strike count now to Dave Mckay, the third baseman. The pitch, a bunt on the first base side, a beauty. Up with it is Squires. He'll have to go to first. Orter covering there on the sacrifice. And Ford advances to third. Oliva goes to second. A beautiful bunt laid down the first base line by Mckay. 3-4 on the putout. Jim Cott was over there. He could have handled it. And here is Craig Cusick batting .220. Cusick went 1 for 4 last night and had an RBI. He is a big man, Craig Cusick. Jim Cott now with runners at second and third, 1 out. Cusick, 6'3", 230. Stretching the pitch. Line drive right to Bucky Dent at short. No chance for double play. A hot smash right at Bucky. And there are 2 outs here in the second. And here is Mike Peping, 6'6", 225-pounder from Thiers, Minnesota. He has what they say eye-popping power for Peping. And last season, he tied the Southern Loops home run leadership with 23. A swing and a ground ball to short. 1 hop. Bucky Dent up with it. Peping is out. The big man grounds out, and Cott fights his way out of a jam here in the second, leaving the Twins on at second and third. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 left. A big inning for Cott. At the end of 1.5, the White Sox and Twins 0-0.
Chicago's best all-news radio station is on FM.
Now, in addition to great news on WMAQ, there's also great news on 101 FM, WNIS, our new all-news sister station on FM. Now, we proved it Wednesday morning, September 3rd, the first day of the Chicago school strike.
That morning, the other all-news station on the AM dial started off the morning coverage with a pre-recorded report from the night before. WNIS 101 FM as well as WMAQ had Superintendent Hannon on her live line at 6:30 a.m. for 10 minutes answering some tough questions.
Now, by the time the other station had 1 reporter covering the strike, we had 3 seasoned NBC reporters out covering the story. For the entire morning, WNIS had live reports from 3 scenes of action, giving continued insight, reaction, and coverage.
That same morning, 2 inmates escaped from the county jail. The other station made a phone call and put it on the air. We made lots of phone calls, put 2 of them on the air, gave both sides of the story, and sent a reporter over to the jail. We were there on the scene all morning on both news stories.
Chicago's best all-news radio station is on FM. WNIS 101 FM.
Back here now for the last at the second inning with the Chicago White Sox and the Minnesota Twins. Final end, Cincinnati defeated San Francisco 3-2. Billingham 15-7 the winner. Halicki 9-12 the loser. 37,000 Cincinnati. Halicki just recently pitched a no-hitter. Baltimore's tied New York with a run in the 6th inning. It's 5-5. The Orioles and the Yankees. Denver scored 3 in the second, leads Evansville 2-0 in that association playoff game after 3. Here is the first pitch to Ken Henderson. Fastball in there for a strike. Kansas City 1, California 0 at the end of 5. Kenny Henderson batting .259. High curve, 1 ball, 1 strike. He went 0 for 3 last night. 5 hits over the last 4 ball games. Henderson batting left-handed against Blyleven, the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss on the curveball. Great curveball by Blyleven. He's featured on one of the films on how to play this game, taking various pitchers, and he of the curveball. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Inside, bouncing around Phil Roof. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, college football started today. Maryland shut out Villanova 41-0. And Pittsburgh down Georgia 19-9. Chuck Tanner will be happy about that. Being from Newcastle, PA. Montreal's leading Pittsburgh 2-0. They're in the 6th inning now. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Ken. Swing and a miss to the curveball, strike 3. Oh, that Blyleven is beautiful. That breaking pitch looks like it comes around the corner. Here's Bill Melton. 5 hits over the last 3 games. 6 RBIs in the last 6 games. Went 1 for 3 last night. Batting .225. Had his 100th hit last evening. And Bill had a great game at third base. Made about 5 sparkling plays. Swings a miss on the first pitch. 0-1 count. No balls, 1 strike. No ball, 1 strike pitch, and it is in the dirt and away from Roof. 1 ball, 1 strike. San Diego leading Houston 2-0 in the 4th inning. The Dodgers leading Atlanta 2-0 in the 3rd. In the National League, Boston leads Baltimore by 6.5, actually by 7, until Baltimore concludes this game with the Yankees. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Inside, 2 balls and a strike. Oakland leading Kansas City by 5, and Kansas City's playing 2, but Oakland's already won, so have to see how Kansas City comes out. Outside fastball, ball 3 to Melton. 3 balls and a strike. 3-1 count. Speaking of Baltimore, Baltimore's Jim Palmer has been named American League Player of the Month, winning 6 of his 7 games. Foul ball by Melton off the facing of the stands. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Tomorrow, the final game of this series with Minnesota, and it's Family Day. One adult pays the full price. All others in the family get $1.50 discount, as you well know. A great afternoon to come out and enjoy the final game of the series. Claud Osteen against Jim Hughes. And that game will start at 1:15. Here's the 3-2 pitch. A swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him with a curveball. 3 strikeouts for Blyleven in a row. Johnson, Henderson, and Melton striking out the power of the lineup. Here's Niles Nyman. Niles Nyman batting .213, 6 hits in the last 6 games. And also scoring 2 runs. He had a bouncing double over the first baseman last night. Backs off the first pitch. Ball 1. Hit a high chopper in the infield turf over Cusick in the right field, and with a tremendous speed of his, beat the throw to second. Looping line drive to center field, waiting on it is Ford. He has it for the 3rd out. Quickly, 3 up and down here in the 2nd. No runs, no hits for the White Sox. The end of 2, 0-0, Minnesota, Chicago.
Here's some straight talk now about money from General Finance and Friendly Bob Adams. You know, today you hear a lot of talk about tight money, and it's true that in many places, money is kind of hard to come by, but not at General Finance. You see, Friendly Bob Adams has the money that you need. He has used car loans, home repair loans, debt consolidation loans, and education loans. Loans for unexpected expenses. Well, General Finance has money for anything worthwhile, and it's as convenient as ever to borrow. Just call Friendly Bob Adams at end over 32020 anytime. You'll find that he's more than a fair weather friend. You see, helping you is Friendly Bob's business, in tough times as well as in good times. Let Friendly Bob prove it to you. Call end over 32020. That's General Finance at end over 32020. If you have the need, Friendly Bob Adams has the money for you. General Finance makes loans of up to $5,000. General Finance is also located in Melrose Park, Oak Lawn, and in Bridgeview.
As we come back to the third inning, before Jim Cott can throw that first pitch, let's pause for our stations to identify.
This is WMAQ, Chicago.
Country Music Radio,
All right, Bill Mercer back in the third inning. Jim Cott's given up a couple of hits. There's no score in the ball game. Phil Roof at the plate takes the first pitch inside. He went 0 for 3 last night, batting .282. Roof, the catcher. Phil Roof. It's a high fly ball to right field. Niles Nyman, with plenty of room, comes in and grabs it for the first out. Niles perfectly at home out in right field. He just likes it a lot better out there. And Roof flying out to open the third inning. One away, and the batter is Lyman Bostock, who grounded out to the pitcher in the first inning. Phil Roof's done an outstanding job for Minnesota this year, filling in for the catchers. And now the catching every day. Phil is 34 years old and has been with 17s over the last 17 years. First pitch to strike. Bostock takes a curve on the inside corner, called strike 2. He leaned back when that three-quarter curveball. I think a 2 count. There's a sidearm fastball, called strike 3. 3 pitches. He's out. And Lyman Bostock is chagrined over that. Beautiful pitching job by Cott. Break 2 on him and then come in with a fastball off the outside corner. And he's looking and out. And Bostock talking around the plate, really more mad at himself as Cott just chewed him up. Here's Jerry Terrell, who grounded out to third base in the first inning. Ground ball right back to Cott. He lost it. Comes off the mound. Downing picks it up. He has no play. That'll be a hit. A hard smash right back to the mound. It looked like it hit the rubber. Bounced back toward the third baseline. Downing came over. Cott lost it. Had he been able to pick it up quickly, I think he could have made the play. But it caromed off and came back toward the third base side, and Downing came out, and Terrell beat it for a single. So that's the third hit off Jim Cott. And here is Rod Carew, who's gone hitless in this series. And that kind of scares you because he just can't keep going around without base hits, hitting at .369. And undoubtedly is going to rack up his 4th consecutive American League batting championship. Only 3 other players have ever won as many as 4 in a row. Ty Cobb, 9 in a row in the American League. Rogers Hornsby, 6. Hans Wagner, 4 in the National League. Stan Musial won 7 and Ted Williams 6. There's a swing and a line drive to left field. Coming fast is Hairston. He's got it for the out. Carew flies out, is still hitless. So no runs, 1 hit, and 1 left for the Twins in the top of the third at the end of 2.5. The White Sox and Twins, 0-0.
How'd you like to get your club together with our club? Well, if you can organize 40 or more people, the Chicago White Sox will give you special reduced rates on group night. Your group can get box seats for only $3 or reserve seats for only $2. So call now at 924-1000 and ask for group sales. You'll get a $1.50 discount on each ticket. That's 924-1000. But X-Group Night is Saturday, September 20th, against Texas.
WMAQ, with great chew-in. You're my 13th caller.
You gotta be kidding me.
To win, all you need is a telephone and WMAQ.
WMAQ, you're the 12th call. WMAQ, you're the 13th call. WMAQ, you're the 14th call. Sorry, I'm taking the 15th call to win. You missed it by 1.
We'll tell you on the air when to call in.
That's WMAQ. You just got yourself a $50 bill.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling.
Then just pick up your phone and give us a call at 591-1500. From your radio station, WMAQ.
It's the last half of the third inning here at Sox Park. Jim Cott's given up 3 hits, but that has not affected the game as yet. Cott pitching out of a tremendous jam in the second inning with runners at first and second and no outs, then runners at second and third and 1 out. A ground ball off the mound in the third, and that's been it. And Bert Blyleven has been superb. He struck out 3 of the last 6 men he's faced. And here is Bucky Dent. It's a ground ball up the middle, going over the shortstop, picks it up behind second on the first. Nice pickup by Cusick for the out. Jerry Terrell ranged to his left behind second base, scooped the ball up on the run and fired to Cusick, and the big first baseman dug it out of the dirt for the out here in the third. One away, and the batter is Brian Downing, batting .241. Bucky hitting .274 and had 6 hits over the last 6 ball games. Brian, who's been ill, has had only 3 hits in the last 8 games, and they all came in 1 ball game. He went 0 for 3 last night. Pitched by Blyleven. Bunted foul behind him. Blyleven looks very strong tonight. You know, Boston defeated Milwaukee 20-6, and in the Chicago Tribune today, George Langford had a story about the White Sox scoring 11 runs on 1 hit. That was 1959. Here is the 0-1 pitch. Inside corner, call strike 2. April 22nd in Kansas City. Tom Gorman, Mark Freeman, and George Brunette. There's a swing and a line drive. Center field base hit, the first hit of the ball game for Brian Downing. O'Brien opens up on Blyleven. Blyleven had retired 7 in a row, and Jerry Hairston up. You probably read the story, but those 3 pitchers gave out 10 walks, hit a batter, had 3 errors. 9 of the runs were officially unearned. 7th inning, the White Sox scored 11 runs. The final score was the same as today's Boston-Milwaukee game. The Sox 20, Kansas City 6. So be sure to put your balance in. Here's the pitch now to Hairston. There goes the runner, a line drive to left field, base hit. Downing will stop at second. The ball falls in for a single. Downing had started on the hit and run. Then he saw the ball take off. It was high. He held up a second, and then the left fielder couldn't make the play in time on it. It fell in for a single. Downing stops at second base. So 2 straight hits off Bert Blyleven. And now Mike Squires is up. He lined to right field in the first inning. Be sure you pick up your balance at White Sox Park or at Wrigley Field when you're out there for the great Diamond Hunt, the man of the moment in baseball, and vote for your favorite player, the White Sox, in the favorite moment. Manny Minoso is the player right now getting the most votes, and the 59 Sox are the moment. Mike Squires at the plate. 1 out. Outside fastball. Down at second base, Downing. At first base, Hairston. Squires has 1 RBI in the 4 games he's played. He has 5 hits. 1 ball, no strikes. Squires hitting .333. Hairston leads off first. Downing off second. The stretch by Blyleven. A swing and a miss on a curveball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Mckay at third. Terrell at short. Carew at second. Cusick at first. The right side of the infield is playing back. They're not holding Hairston on naturally with a runner at second. The left side of the infield is shallow. Terrell up, playing on the runner at second base. Mckay just behind the line at third. The outfield straight away. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 call. The fastball on the corner. 1-2. Kansas City scored again in the 6th inning. They lead California 2-0 in a doubleheader. Mike Squires, rookie first baseman at the plate for the Sox. A stretch by Blyleven. The 1-2 pitch. Fouled it back on a fastball. 1-2. You know, the Twins are the 2nd leading hitting team in the American League behind the Red Sox. The White Sox ranked down about 6th. The Twins even have more hits than the Red Sox through last week's statistics. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Mike Squires the plate. Blyleven the stretch. Runners lead at first and second. The pitch. Missed low outside ball 2. Just missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, the Sox have, including this game, 9 games at home and 12 on the road to finish out the 1975 season. Right now in a scoreless duel with Minnesota. Runners at first and second and 1 out. The 2-2 stretch of the pitch. Outside high, ball 3 with Orter on deck. one of the top 10 hitters in the American League. Squires takes a look at Joe Lynette at third. Al Monchak coaching at first base. Carew backed off deep at second. Cusick deep at first. Peping is straight away deep right field. The wind is very light tonight, blowing in from the right field corner. Downing leads off second. Harrison off first. Count at the plate, 3 balls, 2 strikes to Squires. Stretched by Blyleven. And his pitch. It's high, ball 4, the base is loaded. Downing goes to third. Harrison down to second. And here is George Orter, who flied to left field in the first inning. Once again, George has had 9 hits over the last 7 games with 6 RBIs, has scored 4 runs. Last night he went 2 for 4 with a stolen base. He now is tied with Pat Kelly for the club leadership with 16 stolen bases. He leads the club with 70 RBIs and a chance to open up the ball game right here. Peping moves over to his right toward right center field. Blyleven in the stretch now with the bases loaded, 1 out. A swing and a miss. High fastball, 1 ball. Or no balls, 1 strike rather. 0-1 count to Orta. George has 23 doubles, 8 home runs, 10 triples. The base is full for the Sox. The 0-1 stretch by Blyleven, the pitch. A swing and a miss. Again, he went after that high pitch. No balls, 2 strikes. Blyleven fooling George, and now Rod Carew trots in to talk to his right-hander, and Phil Roof goes out to the mound. Denver leading Evansville 2-0 after 3 innings in that association playoff. Tim Stoddard, who was the first free agent without previous professional baseball experience, to sign a major league contract with the Sox since Dave DeBusschere in '62, will join the Sox tomorrow. 22 years old, signed up in May. Pitching 4 seasons in North Carolina, he had a 16-3 record, North Carolina State. So he'll be in here tomorrow. Big kid, 6'6". Here's the stretch now. The 0-2 pitch. Foul ball hit back over the roof, and the count is 0-2. Stoddard is 6'7", 230 pounds. Played 4 years on the North Carolina State basketball team, which won the national championship last year. With Knoxville this year in the Southern League, he's pitched 49 innings and a 2-2 record. 6'7", Tim Stoddard coming in tomorrow. The base is loaded for the Sox, 1 out. Orta at the plate. Right-hander Blyleven on the mound. Left-hander Orta at the plate. The stretch by Blyleven. And the 0-2 pitch is outside and high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Wasted that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Sox have won 6. Minnesota 7 this year. The White Sox are 4-3 here at Sox Park. The base is full. The White Sox lead off. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Inside curveball missed, and Blyleven did not like that one at all. He's down in front of the mound glaring at Neudecker. That was close. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The on-deck batter, Darren Johnson, who's had 19 hits against Minnesota pitching this year. The base is full. 2 ball, 2 strike stretch now by Blyleven. Orta waits at the plate. And the pitch. High, ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Roof walks halfway out to the mound. Talks to Blyleven. Bert Blyleven, 24 years old, April 6th. Been with Minnesota since 1970. Only pitched 1 full year in the minor leagues before he came up. And he's been successful ever since he's been with the Twins. Here's the stretch now, the 3-2 pitch with the bases full. Foul back and out of play. Orta protecting, going on the 3-2 with an inside pitch off the hands. Three balls, 2 strikes. And Blyleven moves back. The runners on every base for the White Sox. No score in the ball game. The 3-2 stretch. Here comes the pitch. Inside, ball 4, and he walks in. 71st RBI for Orter. And the base is still loaded, and Tranquility walks out to talk to his ace as Hairston goes to third, Squires to second, Orter at first. That's back-to-back walks here in the third inning, the third walk in the ball game by Blyleven, who has only walked 72 as compared with 191 strikeouts. Blyleven is bidding for his fifth consecutive season of 200 or more strikeouts. He is fifth in the majors behind Frank Tanana's 220, Tom Seaver's 212, Gaylord Perry 200, and Andy Messerschmitt 192. And he has 191 right now. But he has more trouble than worrying about a strikeout record. The White Sox lead 1-0. The bases are loaded with Hairston at third, Squires at second, Orter at first, and here is trouble all year long. Darren Johnson, 19 hits, including 4 doubles and 3 home runs against Minnesota with a .442 average. First pitch, outside, breaking down and away for a ball. Johnson has scored 7 runs, knocked in 10 against Minnesota. And all of those are highs for the White Sox against the Twins. The base is loaded, 1 out. Runners lead off. Here's the stretch by Blyleven. The 1-0 pitch to Darren. Fouls it over in the stands. 1 ball, 1 strike. New York, Baltimore, 5-5 in the 8th. Kansas City 2-0 over California in the 7th. Philadelphia taking the lead over the Cubs 6-5. They're in the 7th inning now. Stretch by Blyleven. The base is full. 1 out. The pitch. 1-1 to Darren is low on the outside corner, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Blyleven's record against the Sox 1-0. Jim Cott is 0-2 against Minnesota this year. Cott going for number 20. Darren J at the plate with a 2-ball, 1 strike count. Hairston at third, Squires at second, Orter at first. The stretch by Blyleven. The 2-1 pitch. A swing and a miss on a curveball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. You know, pitchers get the book on a hitter. They've been pitching Darren Johnson, outside curveball, then zip a fastball inside to him. See if that's the way they do now with a 2-2 count. Stretch by Blyleven. The pitch. Fastball, strike 3 call. He was looking. Second time that Johnson has struck out facing Blyleven, and the 4th strikeout for Blyleven. Giving him 192 for the year, and here is Ken Henderson, who struck out in the 2nd. In fact, Blyleven now has struck out the meat of the order, the long ball part. Johnson with 16 homers, Henderson with 8, Melton with 13. He struck out these fellows 4 times. There's a stretch, the pitch to Henderson. Low for a ball. Ken batting left-handed against Blyleven. Henderson left-handed this year, hitting .269, right-handed .241. 5 home runs left-handed, 3 right-handed. 1 ball, no strikes. The base is still loaded. 1-0 the score. The pitch. Henderson check swing, holds up, didn't go around. Pulled it back, 2-0, an outside high pitch. 2 balls, no strikes. We're in the last half of the 3rd inning. The Sox leading 1-0. Right here, they need a base hit to explode. And there's activity down in the bullpen for Minnesota. Henderson hitting .259, the stretch. And the 2-0 pitch. Foul ball down the left side, high, coming on the left fielder, Bostock on the run to shortstop. They run together. And it's a catch by the left fielder, Bostock. And he just almost had a 3-way collision down there for the 3rd out here in the 3rd. A pop-up that looked like was going to fall between them, but Bostock managed to work his way through the shortstop and the 3rd baseman. So 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 3 left. The end of 3, the White Sox 1, Minnesota nothing.
Zenith is now showing the exciting new 1976 100% solid-state Chroma Color 2 giant screen 25-inch diagonal consoles and your choice of 3 of the most popular fine furniture styles at just $749.95, distributor-suggested retail price. Visit the display rooms and see them today. The Albemarle, the Linfield, and the Seville in country, early American, and Mediterranean styles. Every one of these superb consoles features the brilliant Chromacolor picture tube, Zenith's 100% solid-state chassis, featuring Zenith's Power Sentry system of voltage regulation that uses up to 64% less energy than previous Zenith giant screen all-tube sets. Zenith's new solid-state electronic tuning system with one-knob VHF and UHF channel selection, chromatic one-button tuning, automatic fine-tuning control, and much more. Again, Zenith's value price is only $749.95, distributor-suggested retail price for the style of your choice. Choose Zenith. The quality goes in before the name goes on.
Hello again, everybody. Harry Carey as we go to the top of the 4th inning. It's 2-1 now. Or rather, 1-0 in favor of the White Sox. It's 2-1 now, Kansas City at California. Here leading it off, right-hand batter, Danny Ford, the center fielder, had a scratch hit his first time at bat. He swung at that slow ball of Cops and misses it. 2 strikes to nothing. 2 strikes and nothing. Nobody on, nobody out. Top of the 4th, 1-0 in favor of the White Sox. Here's a fastball, low and inside. Johnny Oates hit a homer for the Phillies, his first of the year, to give them a 6-5 lead over the Cubs. Now the pitch is low. Willie Stargell hit a 3-run homer for Pittsburgh as they rallied with 4. They now lead Montreal. Here's the pitch, ground ball. Shortstop Bucky Dent throwing in time. Dent throws out 4. That's 1 away. Brings up Tony Oliva. At the half, the Miami Dolphins 14, the Chicago Bears 3 in exhibition football. And Cincinnati's Bengals beat the Detroit Lions 22-14. Here's a pitch. Oliva swings and bounces it foul. Down the third base line. Cincinnati won again. Here's a pitch. Oliva swings a fly ball to right field, and Nyman comes over to grab it. Oliva lines hard to Niles Nyman. Cincinnati edged the Giants 3-2. Cincinnati now has won 94 games already this year. They're 47 games above 500. In other words, they could lose 47 in a row and still finish at the 500 mark. Here's a pitch, bounce foul. A ball and a strike. Well, I often wondered what Charlie Warner did with his Saturday night. Here's the pitch swung on. Mckay lifts a high fly ball, deep left center, way back. Whoa! It drops between Henderson and Hairston for a double. Mckay doubles to left center. Hairston ran a long way, and it looked as if Henderson were going to catch it. The ball dropped between them for a double, and that'll bring up Craig Cusick. You know that Warner probably couldn't sleep all last night. He found out that they were going to give away $400,000 here on that Illinois State Lottery. And I think he caused it to rain, so they had to have the drawing over at the station rather than here at the ballpark. Now, a guy can give away so much money and never pick up a tab, I'll never understand.
Let's see what's going on out there now. Chuck Tanner out to see whether anybody's hurt. Everything's okay. Kansas City hitting in the 8th, leading the California Angels 2-1. Baltimore batting in the bottom of the 8th, tied with the Yankees. Here's Cott getting ready to pitch to Cusick. And it's high and inside, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Now the pitch, swung and he missed. Boy, Ferguson Jenkins lost at Oakland 2-1 this afternoon. Paul Lindblad in relief. Stan Bonson was the winner. Home runs by Bando and Jackson accounted for the 2 runs, while Ferguson Jenkins, and that was the ball game. Lindblad is now 9-0 in relief for Oakland. Jenkins is now 16-15. 2 balls and a strike. The pitch is high. And at Milwaukee, you wouldn't believe it. Here's a pitch swung on. A long drive. Way back. It might be out of here. It could be. It is. A home run for Cusick. And that makes it 2-1 in favor of the Twins. Craig Cusick, the big first baseman, hit a towering home run. That may have gone into the upper deck. Way out of here. And that's only his 3rd home run of the year. All this with 2 outs. Now here's Peping, the rookie making his debut. Fouls off the first pitch into the stands. Strike 1. The Boston Red Sox have 24 hits this afternoon. Scored 20 runs. Burleson hit a homer with 2 on, Fisk with 2 on, and Petrocelli with 2 on. Milwaukee made the Red Sox mad when they beat them yesterday. Here's a slow ball in there for a strike to Peping. P-O-E-P-P-I-N-G, spelled Peping. Here's a pitch swung on, a high drive, deep right center. Going over is Henderson, and he makes the catch. Peping flies to Henderson. 2 runs, 2 hits. No errors, nobody left. We go into the bottom half of the 4th inning. Minnesota 2, the White Sox 1.
America, it's clearance time at your Chevy dealers.
The prices are low.
Oh, yeah.
And the mileage is high.
You betcha.
This time of the year is a great time to buy.
Get a good deal and good gas mileage, too. Your Chevy dealer's end-of-year clearance can mean deals for you.
It's a great time to buy.
Yep, your Chevy dealer's year-end clearance includes 2 little Vegas that got over 30 miles per gallon in U.S. government EPA highway tests. With the available 140 cubic inch 2-barrel engine and standard 3-speed manual transmission, Vega Notchback Coupe and Vega Panel Express achieved 37 miles per gallon in the highway test and 23 in the city test.
The prices are low.
Good prices.
And the mileage is high.
Good gas mileage.
This time of the year is a great time to buy.
Don't make any year-end deal till you see your Chevy dealer.
Let's pause for station identification.
This is WMAQ, Chicago.
Country Music Radio, WMAQ.
Harry Carey back at the ballpark. We go now to the bottom half of the 4th inning. 2-1 Minnesota on a home run by Craig Cusick. Here's the pitch. That Bill Mountain up there takes a strike called. Curveball. 1 strike to nothing. Now the pitch a little bit inside. Melton Fan, his first time at bat. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch by Blyleven. A fastball in there. Strike 2 is called. 2 strikes on the ball. Cubs are hitting in the top of the 7th. Trailing the Phillies 6-5. Now the wind, the pitch. He takes the curveball low. Blyleven is still unhappy. Jerry Neudecker is the plate umpire. Now the pitch. There's a fly ball to left field. Going back is Bostock, and he has it. So Melton flies out to Bostock. 1 away, that'll bring up Niles Nyman. Nyman flied out his first time. Pittsburgh hitting in the top of the 7th leads Montreal 4-3. St. Louis already beat the Mets 6-3. Niles Nyman waiting. Now the wind-up, the pitch, here it is. And it's a fastball in there for a strike call. Yankees batting in the 9th are tied with Baltimore 5-5. Now the wind, the pitch, here it is. Swung on. Smash, foul. Into the Minnesota dugout. Vern Morgan, one of their coaches, grabs the ball. 1 out, nobody on. 2-1 on a home run by Cusick. Biggest score of the day, the Boston Red Sox 20, the Milwaukee Brewers 6. Now the wind, the pitch is a little bit low. 2 strikes in the ball. Now the pitch. Line, but foul into the corner. Cusick's 3rd home run of the year came with 1 on. Pittsburgh batting in the 7th, leading 4-3. Here's the pitch, and it's a little bit low. In the playoffs, Evansville leads Denver 4-2 at the end of 5. Denver being the White Sox team. Here's the pitch. Swung, and he struck him out on a foul tip that Phil Roof held on to. That's 5 strikeouts for Blyleven, who's got a 2-1 lead now. Two men are out, nobody on. Mary Beth Myjack celebrating her 16th birthday here today. We also have a group here known as the Quillisi Boosters. They do a lot of great work for the youngsters in the neighborhood. Frank Quillisi was born just a few blocks from the ballpark. He's the manager of the Twins now. Here's Bucky Dent taking a strike call, and the entire Quillisi Boosters Club well represented here tonight. A ball and a strike. There's a curveball low. Ball 2. Bob McDonald of Granger, Indiana is here. Two balls and a strike. Now the pitch. Ground ball down the 3rd base line. Nice play. Mckay makes a fine play to throw out Bucky Dent. So it's 1-2-3, nothing across. At the end of 4 innings, beautifully pitched the score. Minnesota 2 and the White Sox 1. Carey back at the ballpark. We go down to the top of the 5th inning. Minnesota leading 2-1. Phil Roof, the catcher, leading it off. Now the pitch by Cott is a little bit high. Jim Cott trying for his 20th victory of the year. This is about 4th time he's tried it. Red Faber's celebrating a birthday here tonight. Here's a pitch, ball 4. He wants the group. Starts the 5th with a base on ball. The St. Joseph Holy Name Society couples group of 50 from Lockport, Illinois are here. Also, the baseball team from Fairbury, Illinois, with their coaches Jerry Holland and Ron Horeen. Runner at first, here's Bostock. He's nothing out of 2 in the ball game. Group here from Champaign, Illinois. Now the pitch, long, and he fouled it back. Cubs have taken back the lead at Philadelphia, 7-6. The Opasno family from Sauk Village, Illinois are here. 1 strike and nothing. Here's a curve, foul back. Strike 2. Charlie Warner, come over here. How much money you got in your pocket?
Only about $3,000 or $4,000, Harry.
Well, you ought to figure out a way to give that away in about 30 seconds or so.
I figured just enough to buy you a drink tonight.
Charlie, your station's you've done a great job of turning that thing around, boy. I know it's reflected in the ratings.
Well, we're very pleased that we're doing well. We attribute it all to you and Bill Mercer and what a great job you do in baseball. And I just hope that everybody writes Dave Nightingale and tells him that they think you're not only the most controversial sports figure in town, but the best.
Well, let's don't go to that newspaper stuff.
That's right. Okay.
I see my name in print enough. I'd just as soon relax a while. But, you know, you came up with a whole new slate of air personalities, and that isn't always as easy as it might seem.
Well, we just got lucky. We got a lot of young people that were just so enthusiastic and real and love country music and like to listen to baseball and hockey. So we just got lucky, Harry, just like you to get... you know, I used to listen to you when you were doing the Cardinals, and Chicago got lucky and had you in town. It's just not what you know, it's how lucky you are.
How about Ellie Dillon? How's she doing?
Oh, she's just fine. She was queen of the Barrington Lions Rodeo tonight and is out there, and she just loves you. She talked to you the other day on the phone and really enjoyed it, I know.
Very good, Charlie. Good to see you. Come out more often.
You bet.
Charlie Warner, the general manager of station WMAQ. I guess you notice I kind of buttered him up a little bit, but I want you to know I don't make a penny out of him. I just like to be nice to people on Saturday nights. Here's strike 3 to Bostock. Boy, that's the second time he's been called out on strikes. And he's arguing about it. He's a rookie. Doesn't take these rookies long to argue with umpires. Kansas City's increased its lead 3-1 at California in the 8th. Now here is Rod Carew, who's the on-deck hitter, pulling Lyman Bostock away from the plate and from the argument. Wants to make sure he stays in the game. Here's Jerry Terrell. He's 1 out of 2. Runner at first base, 1 out. Cubs have taken the lead 7-6 in the 8th at Philadelphia. Now to stretch the pitch, here it is. Line drive, base hit. Terrell gets a single to left, and that will bring up Rod Carew. Boy, I just love that name. I can just see it now. A cowboy walking into one of those old saloons, you know, with that big cowboy hat, the 2 6-shooters at the side, throws a silver dollar on the bar, and he says, "My name's Rod Carew. Give me a belt." And with that, they start shooting. Bang, bang, bang. Carew takes a strike in there. 1 strike to nothing. Runners at first and second and 1 out. Carew hitting .369. He's in a slump, he was telling me. Outside, yeah, he's been hitting about .390 all year. A ball and a strike. Runners at first and second. Jim Cott's pitch. A high-hopping ball. It can be a tough play at first. Bucky Dent gets him. Beautiful play by Bucky Dent on a high hopper over the pitcher's head. Bucky had to feel that ball, charging it at top speed. And as it hit his glove, he already had to get the ball away because Carew can fly down the line. So that advances the men to second and third, but there are two out. And a dangerous hitter's out of the way. But now here's another one. Dan Ford. The pitch. Fastball right in there. A strike call. Activity in the bullpen. A right-hander, Dan Osborne. Now the stretch. The pitch. Swings, and he's in the hole. Strike two. As he fouled the pitch off to the right. 2 strikes and nothing. 2 men are on. 2 men are out. 2-1 in favor of Minnesota. 2 out. The pitch. High, almost threw it away. 2 strikes and a ball. Now the signal given. The pitch. Outside and high. Dyer Miller's gone in to pitch for Baltimore in the 9th. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners at second and third, 2 out. The pitch. Slow ball. Struck him out. That floating blooper pitch caught the outside corner, and 4 is called out on strike. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left. We go into the bottom of the 5th. Minnesota 2, the White Sox 1.
Funny thing about storm doors.
Oh, I got storm doors.
They keep storms out all right.
Oh, yeah, I know.
But, oh, boy, they can be a source of grief.
Oh, yeah, putting the screens in, cleaning the glass.
No, I mean like sticking your hand through the glass or going to the hospital with a lacerated arm.
You know, I worry about the kids especially. Sometimes they hit the glass on the run.
Most of the major glass-related accidents do happen to young people.
Seems like they're always in a hurry. Maybe I could try to slow them down.
You could.
Or I could put a grill over the glass.
That's good. And also, you could replace regular glass with safety glazing. You know, safety glass or plastic. That's the best idea.
Well, yeah, but doesn't it cost more?
Just a little bit more than a minor injury. And a lot less than a serious accident. For further information, write Storm Doors, Washington, D.C. 20207. Or in the U.S., call toll-free 800-638-2666. This message brought to you by the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission.
Harry Carew back in the ballpark. Brian Downing, who's single his first time at bat, will be leading it off. Gino and the Hammond, Indiana Mohawks are here. Jeff Lepikas celebrating his 6th birthday. The Lepikases, the Hennessy's, the Merlots, and the Garavaglias are here together. Pretty nice group. The Naval Hospital men are on hand. Mary Jo Kringus here with her family celebrating a birthday from Chicago Heights. And the St. Joseph couples from Addison are here, headed by Ben and Sherry Shortino, who are the parents of triplets born on Valentine's Day. Boy, I bet that's one couple who'll never forget Valentine's Day. There's a strike call to Brian Downing. 1 strike and nothing. The Exchange Club from Michigan City's here. There's a fastball for a strike call. Our good wishes to Chester Slowick, who's at St. Elizabeth's Hospital. Here's a pitch a little bit outside. His son Leon is watching the game here tonight. Want us to remember his dad, which we are happy to do. Now the pitch. Ground ball to short. Terrell on the big hop. There's the throw in time. One away. Here's Jerry Hairston. Sam and Helen Rainieri celebrating their 33rd wedding anniversary. Never had an argument. Now the pitch to Jerry Hairston is a strike call. Rhonda and Chris Kowalik and Ken Dressler of Dalton, Illinois are here. Here's the pitch. Hairston takes it high. The Moose Club, lodge number 1553, 46 strong, from Elmhurst is here. Curve low, ball two. 2 balls and a strike. The UBM Little Leaguers from East Chicago, Indiana are here tonight. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Line drive to center field. Ford coming in. Sensational one-handed shoestring catch. Holy cow, what a play that was. Danny Ford, streaking as soon as the ball was hit. Running at top speed, made a one-handed shoestring catch. Coming right into the ball. If that ball gets by him, it's a cinch inside the park homer. Well, that's 2 gone. A great play. Here now is Mike Squires. Walked and flied out. Mr. and Mrs. Tom Gertowski with sons Mike and Chris. Mike celebrating his 10th birthday today are here. So's Ted Milk, Mike Root, Phil Sotera, B.G. and Betty, Johnny Gale, and Gene Frank. Here's the pitch. Curve a little bit low. Here from Joliet. 2 balls and a strike. Now the windup. Time calls. Squires steps out of the batter's box. The Lions Club from Riddick, Illinois is here. 2 balls and a strike. Pitch is outside. Ball 3. Jim, Ellen, and Mac are here from Waukegan. Jerry Post and his family from St. Joe, Michigan. Chris Knapp's hometown. Ball 4 to Squire. Kid's got a good eye up there. Here's Orter. He walked, driving in the only run in the 3rd. 100 members of the Tatler American Legion Post are on hand. The 3rd base umpire, Art France, is a member of that Legion Post. They all came out to see him work. He hasn't had a tough play at 3rd base yet. Russ and Burns, Sagan Vector here. Here's Orter taking a strike. Quillisi Boosters, George O'Mara, Ray Pukowski, Emily Kukowski, Carol Lipke, among others, are here. There goes the runner. The pitch swung on a long drive. Way back. It might be out of here. It could be. It is a home run. Now that's what you call a perfect hit and run. Squires ran and Orter hit a home run into the right field stand. 3-2 in favor of the White Sox. Orter's driven in all 3 runs. He now has a total of 73 for the year. Oh, did he cream that ball? Holy cow. given in more runs than he ever did. The most home runs he ever hit was 10. He's going to beat that. Here's Darren Johnson. He's fanned twice. They'll wind up the fifth. Right call over the outside corner. Dave Justy's gone in to relieve for Pittsburgh in the bottom of the seventh. Here's the pitch, a drive to right, going to be caught. Peping is out there, and the rookie right fielder hauls it in. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit. No errors, nobody left. George Orter's 9th home run of the year has given the White Sox the lead. At the end of 5, White Sox 3, Minnesota 2.
Here's some straight talk now about money management from General Finance. When Friendly Bob Adams talks to folks, he's found the people who lived through the Depression of the 1930s often have different ideas about credit and borrowing. Well, Friendly Bob met one gentleman recently who actually seemed embarrassed about discussing a loan. Somehow he had the idea that it was kind of like asking for charity, something that a lot of people had to do during the Depression. Well, Friendly Bob pointed out to this gentleman that he was probably paying a sizable carrying fee on the balances of his monthly bills and charge accounts. A consolidation loan from General Finance paid off all of those bills. And now that fella writes 1 check instead of many, and he saves time and money, too. And that's not charity. That's smart money management. For more straight talk about money, call Friendly Bob at Andover 32020 and ask him about a consolidation loan. That's General Finance, Andover 32020. General Finance makes loans of up to $5,000. General Finance offices are also located in Joliet, Kankakee, and in Harvey.
Harry Carey back in the ballpark. Boy, both these clubs got their homers the same way with 2 out in the 4th inning. Mckay doubled and Cusick homered. And then with 2 out here in the 5th, Squires walked and Orter homered. Here's Tony Oliva now, the first pitch in there for a strike call. 1 strike and nothing. Here's the pitch popped up in foul territory. Brian Downey chasing it. Whoa, can't reach it. He was looking for the stand. No play on it. Oliva's still alive. The Kansas City Chiefs lead the Green Bay Packers 21-3 at the half. Ray Sadecki, just acquired by the Kansas City Royals, is relieving at California in the bottom of the 8th. Kansas City leading 3-1. Darrell Knowles is relieved for the Cubs. With the Phillies batting in the bottom of the 8th, the Cubs leading 7-6. Here's a pitch. Struck him out on a foul tip that Downing held on to. 1 gone. Here's Doug Mckay, double to left center in the 4th. John and Rose from Hammond, Indiana, pulling to the White Sox. Now the pitch. Mckay swings and slices a foul. A group of 52 from the Antioch Baptist Church with Reverend Daniel Minstore. Here's the pitch. Mckay swings a high pop fly. Nyman coming in near the line makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down. 3-2 in favor of the White Sox. That's the score by which they won last night. Susan and Sally Zoran are here with their parents. Senior League Indians from Rochester, Indiana are here. St. Joseph's Holy Name Society from Lockport. 2 men out, nobody on. We're in the 6th. Greg Cusick, who homered his last time, is up there. Looks a long drive, deep center. Henderson is there. Makes the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3, nothing across. We go to the bottom of the 6th. White Sox 3, Minnesota 2.
What's better than a family outing at White Sox Park? Well, an outing on Family Day. when only one adult in your party pays the full admission price. Everyone else in the family gets a generous $1.50 off. See, that makes it $3 for box seats, $2 for reserve, and only 50 cents for general admission tickets. It's a great economical way to enjoy exciting Major League Baseball and get everyone together for an afternoon of family fun. The next family day is Sunday, September 7th, against Minnesota.
WMAQ is something for the greater Chicago area. If you're the correct caller, you win.
You're my 17th caller. You have just won a $100 bill. Oh, good for you. No, it's not good for me. It's good for you.
We'll tell you on the air when to call in. Then just pick up your phone and give us a call at 591-1500.
Am I the 19th caller?
You are number 19.
Just heard you on the radio, and I thought I'd give you a try.
Well, see, it worked. You've just won yourself a $50 bill.
The Great QF on WMAQ.
Nancy Fowles entertaining the crowd as we go into the bottom half of the sixth inning. 3-2 now, and George Orter's homer. Orter has driven in all 3 runs. The Yankees got a run in the 6th at Baltimore, and they lead Baltimore 6-5. Baltimore batting in the bottom of the 9th. The Cubs are batting in the 9th, and Philadelphia leading 7-6. California got 2 in the bottom of the 8th and tied Kansas City 3-3. You see where George Brett had 5 out of 5 yesterday and drove in 4 runs as Kansas City beat the Angels 5-2. Here's Henderson. The first pitch is outside. 1 ball, no strike. Now to wind up the pitch. In there a beauty, a strike call, and the count is even, a ball and a strike. Henderson, nothing out of 2 in the ball game. Now to wind up the delivery, here it is. Swung, and he fouled it. 2 strikes and a ball. A home run by George Orter with a man on has given the White Sox a 3-2 lead. Now the signal. Here's the pitch on the way. Did it hit him? Almost. Mama and Papa Quillisi set up their usual delicious sausage sandwiches. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch on the way. Bounce foul out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The Little Leaguers from Joliet are here tonight. Kansas City batting in the 9th, tied with the Angels. First game of a doubleheader, 3-3. Now to wind up the pitch, here it is. High pop foul, may stay in play. Third baseman under the ball, Mckay, and he has it. Henderson fouls to Mckay. 1 out. Here's Bill Melton. Melton struck out and flied out. Now to wind up the pitch to Melton. Outside, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Now to wind up the pitch. Inside, ball 2. A base on balls with 2 out did in Blyleven because that brought up Orter, who homered into the right field stand. Here's a high pop foul coming back out of play. 2 balls and a strike on Melton. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Now the delivery. Hayes swings and he misses. That evens it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Montreal batting in the bottom of the 7th, trailing Pittsburgh 5-3. Here's a pitch. He struck him out swinging. Mountain for the second time tonight strikes out. That brings up Niles Diamond. Montreal didn't score in the 7th. Pittsburgh leads. Nyman hits a bouncing ball. The second baseman, Carew, has it. The pitcher covers. He's out on a close play. Boy, that was bang, bang. But they call him out. Carew to Blyleven covering. So it's 1-2-3, nothing across. Bill Mercer will be coming along in a moment. This is Harry Carey now, returning to the television booth. The score here at the end of 6, White Sox 3, Minnesota 2.
Rise up, writing a miracle. Rise up, a word of miracle. Rise up, writing a miracle.
You can work miracles by giving to the Salvation Army Building Fund. It's been over 30 years since we asked anyone in Chicago to buy us 1 brick, but the time has come. What's been happening in today's world is tearing down more people than we have the facilities to build back up. The Salvation Army has 11 capital improvements under construction right now. Preschools, unwed mothers' home, community centers for youth and senior citizens, and more. A check from You Can Work Miracles. Make your check payable to the Salvation Army Building Fund, 875 North Dearborn, Chicago 60610.
We're back now with the 7th inning. I'm Bill Mercer. And the White Sox are out in front in this ball game by a score of 3-2. Ken Henderson has come out of the lineup, and Bob Coluccio has gone into right field. Niles has gone into center. At the plate leading off is Mike Peping. Big changeup inside. 2 balls, no strikes. 2-0 the count. A high fly ball into right center field. Going back is Nyman. He's calling for it. Calls Coluccio off of it and makes the catch for the out. So we have one away as big Mike Peping, 6'6", in his first major league game, flies to deep right center. Ken Henderson hurt himself early in the ball game. Has been limping badly. So Nyman has gone to center, and Coluccio in right. Peping flying out, and the batter is Bill Roof, who's 0 for 1. Walked in the 5th. Fastball inside low for ball. Jim Cott in the 7th inning. The White Sox leading 3-2. 1 out. Bostock on deck. Swing and a foul ball back. Well, it's nice to have Charlie Warner, who was just here, manager of WMAQ, but he just left. One ball, 1 strike. MAQ has really had an outstanding year, and they've got tremendous talent from Charlie right on down. Outside and high ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. And it's great to see a baseball team or anybody turn things around to be successful. The pitch is high for a ball, and that takes a lot of great talent and teamwork. 3 balls and a strike now to Roof. Roof hitting .282. Caught on the mound, and the pitch outside high, ball 4. He's walked him for the second time. The Twins have 2 runs, 6 hits, and the Sox 3 runs, 3 hits. Let us pause now to identify the station I was just discussing.
This is WMAQ, Chicago.
Country Music Radio, WMAQ.
Chuck Tanner's gone out to talk to Jim Cott right now. Brian Downing is over. So is Bucky Dent. So is Mike Squires. And home plate umpire is pointing over to first base. Got 4 up there, and they don't want anybody else to come up. Down in the bullpen, Dave Hamilton and Rich Gossage loosening up. Chuck talking to Cott. He has walked Bill Root twice. He has struck out 4 rather. And he has given up 6 hits. And he is leading here in the 7th inning, 3-2. And here is Lyman Bostock, who rather unhappily took call strikes in the 3rd and the 5th to strike out. And the pitch is way outside for a ball. Gossage, who worked last night in an inning and a 3rd, is loosening up in the bullpen along with Dave Hamilton, who's not been in since Kansas City won 5-4 in 10 innings. A ground ball up the middle to Bucky Dent. Flips to second. Back to first. A double play. They got Roof on the little underhand shove of the ball to Orter. He came back quickly to first. Bostock out by a step and a big double play. The 135th of the year for the Sox. 6-4 on Roof, 4-3 on Bostock. And here in the 7th, no runs, no hits, nobody left. The end of 6.5, the White Sox 3, Minnesota 2.
Chevrolet announces a tough engine guarantee of 60,000 miles. That's 36,000 miles tougher than the longest engine guarantee of the leading imports. Chevy's guarantee is for 75 Vegas and Monzas equipped with 4-cylinder 140 cubic inch engines and delivered on or after June 25, 1975. It means that should something go wrong with the engine, your Chevy dealer will fix it free for 60,000 miles or 5 years, whichever comes first. The guarantee covers repairs to the cylinder block, cylinder heads, all internal engine parts, the intake and exhaust manifolds and water pump, made necessary because of defects in materials or workmanship. It does not cover repairs required because of accidents, misuse, or lack of proper maintenance. A 5-year or 60,000-mile engine guarantee, 36,000 miles tougher than the longest engine guarantee of the leading imports. Don't make any deal until you see your Chevy dealer.
Inning, the shortstop, Bucky Dent.
In the last half, the 7th inning, Bert Blyleven on the mound. A whale of a ball game tonight. 3-2, the White Sox leading. Bert Blyleven, one of the great pitchers in the American League, facing Bucky Dent now here. And a ball bouncing on the plate away, ball 1. But ball and no strikes. Gossage still working in the bullpen. We might see him in the 8th inning. He continues to throw. The 1-0 pitch. A high pop foul to the right. That'll go in the stands, though, and out of play. Beautiful weather, beautiful night here in Chicago, and a great battle, Cott and Blyleven. You know, when you really get down to it, a pitcher wants to win that 20th game, and when you put him in against one of the great ones like Blyleven, it really gives you that super competitive athletic event. Makes it even more of a challenge and more of a feat if he comes through with it. Ground ball to third by Dent. Mckay up with it on the turf. The first for the out. So one away here in the 7th inning. That's 5 in a row now retired by Blyleven since Orter hit the bomb into the right field stands to put the Sox in front. Orter, with his 9th home run, now has 73 RBIs. 7 RBIs over the last 8 ball games. Or make that 8 RBIs over the last 8 ball games. It was the 20th home run off Blyleven. The White Sox leading now 3-2 here in the 7th. The pitch to Downing is a strike to the outside corner. No balls and a strike. Tomorrow afternoon at 1:15, final game of this series. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss by Downing, a big cut. No balls, 2 strikes. Claud Osteen will be going for the White Sox tomorrow against Jim Hughes. The Cubs are leading the Phillies 7-6 in the 9th inning. The Phillies batting. Phillies can't overcome themselves. And the Cubs. Here's the 0-2. Inside high. He checked. Did he go around? No, said the third base umpire. Not quite. Went down on one knee and pushed that bat out, but not quite around. 1-2. California batting the last half of the 9th inning, and Kansas City is leading 4-3. Kansas City has to win, and they're closer to Oakland in comparison than Baltimore to Boston. And New York is leading Baltimore 6-5, but Baltimore batting the last half of the ninth. That would be another disaster for Baltimore. The 1-2 pitch. Foul back by Downing. 1 ball and 2 strikes. It's interesting to look up there and see Boston 20, Milwaukee 6. That's one of those unbelievable scores in baseball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Downing at the plate. The on-deck batter is Hairston, 1 out. And the pitch by Blyleven is low for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pittsburgh leading Montreal 5-3 in the last half of the 8th inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. A swing and a miss. Strike 3. The 7th strikeout for Bert Blyleven. 195 for the year. He is seeking to become one of those pitchers who, for the 5th consecutive season, has strikeouts of 200 or more. He's 5th behind Tanana, Seaver, Perry, and Messerschmidt. And he is now just 5 away with 195 strikeouts. Here's Jerry Hairston. Hairston is 1 for 2 with a walk, a single, and lines out. First pitch, the slider inside. 1 ball and no strike. Orter hit a hanging slider back in the 5th inning. The ball did not break. Swinging a high fly ball, golf to left center field. Racing back is Ford. On back, and the catch made over his head, going to the warning track in left center field. Hairston flying out. That's 7 in a row retired by Blyleven since Orter's homer in the 5th. No runs, no hits here in the 7th. The score after 7 complete. The White Sox 3, Minnesota 2.
WMAQ is still another cash call winner.
You've just won yourself a $10,000 boat.
Oh, my God. Oh, thank you, dear God, thank you.
You just won yourself a $10,000 19-foot Century Series
From the station that brought you cash calls with $10,000 jackpots and more, we've got a new and improved cash call. You no longer have to answer your phone with the phrase, WMAQ is going to make me rich to win. Now, to win, all you have to do is know how much is in the WMAQ cash call jackpot when we cash call you, and you win it all. The jackpot changes throughout the day, and it's always between $1,000 and $15,000. Now you can win more money than ever before in the new and improved WMAQ is going to make me rich cash call. You can win up to $15,000 in one lump sum from your radio station, WMAQ.
In the 8th inning, Rich Gossage has come on for the White Sox, replacing Jim Cott. Cott in 7 innings gave up 6 hits, struck out 4, walked 2, and allowed 2 runs. And Gossage, who just last night went an inning and a third and shut down Minnesota with 1 walk and 2 strikeouts for his 23rd save, as Wilburwood won his 14th game. Gossage is on the mound. Rich with a 1.83 earned run average, 8 wins and 7 losses. His 56th game of the year, he has 23 saves. He has struck out 117. We have a change now as Steve Braun is batting for Jerry Terrell. Braun, the left-handed hitter. Braun batting .297 in 120 games, 17 doubles, 2 triples, 10 homers, 40 RBIs. Left-handed hitter. So Terrell is out. He's 2 for 3. He went 2 for 5 last night. Jerry Terrell, the shortstop. Carew is on deck. Gossage on the mound. 2 innings to go. The White Sox lead 3-2. The pitch. It's inside and away from Downing and a curveball, and the count is 0-1. No balls and a strike. Sparky Lyle has gone in to pitch for New York in the 9th inning against Baltimore. Possibly a problem there. Steve Braun steps out. Stands straight away at the plate, and the pitch is high. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. 2-0 count. The Cubs beat Philadelphia 7-6. Fastball inside corner, call strike. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Philadelphia 6 runs, 7 hits. The Cubs 7 runs, 12 hits. Stone the winner, 12-7. Garver the loser, 9-10. 26,500 at Philadelphia. The Phillies fall again. 2 ball, 1 strike count now to Braun. Inside, ball 3. 3 balls. Three balls and a strike to Braun. 9 run at the plate. Ground ball, right field, base hit. Squires is playing very close to the line. Had he been playing over to his right, now this is, of course, in a term second guessing, but he's playing very, very close to the line. There was a big gap, and Braun drove it right through the gap into right field. What you want to prevent, of course, is the extra base blow, which they did. Well, here's Rod Carew, who's gone 0 for 3. He is 0 for 7 in this series, the league's leading hitter, and there's activity in the bullpen now. Dave Hamilton will be coming out. Carew, batting .369 coming into the ball game. Grounded out twice, wide to left. Stretched by Gossage. Infield comes up. The pitch swung on it, foul back for 0-1 count. No balls, 1 strike. Nothing and 1 count to Rod Carew. The stretch. The 0-1 pitch. Inside high for a ball. Carew looking for his 4th straight American League batting championship. A total of 5. In this series so far, the White Sox have held him down. Here's the 0-1. A little high. Ball 1, strike 1. Should be 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Left-hander and a right-hander warming up in the bullpen for Minnesota. 2 balls, 1 strike to Carew. Left-handed hitter. Gossage pitch. Fly ball left field, well hit. Racing back is Hairston on back to the warning track. He cracks it, wheeling around to his right. The ball almost went by him, but he made a great recovery. That ball slicing off the bat. It looked like he was going to catch it on the left side, but he had to go across his body and grab it away from him. It turned away. Fine catch the last second by Hairston. And Braun returns to first. And the batter is Danny Ford. Danny Ford at the plate. He's 1 for 3. Gossage working with 1 out. Braun at first base. Tying run is on base. Throw to first, not in time. Bergmeyer down to the bullpen right now. Loosening up. Stretching the pitch. Little line drive, right field, base hit. Braun goes to second. Runners at first and second. He went after that pitch and just got a piece of it and just looped it into right field. And here is Tony Oliva, who is 1 for 3. 2 hits off Gossage here in the 8th inning. Tony O singled in the second off cut, lined out to right field, struck out in the 6th. The White Sox leading 3-2, and now the Twins have runners on. The Sox have had only 3 hits off Blyleven, and he has toughened up in the last 2 innings. Well, here's a guy that'll go to every field on you. He'll hit home runs to left field as well as to right field. Close that stance a bit. Stretched by Gossage, check at second. Lines down the left field line, foul. Just over the top of the White Sox bullpen. Cecil Upshaw, the right-hander, and Dave Hamilton, the left-hander, listening up for the White Sox. No balls and a strike. Oliva. Gossage pitch. Outside. High. Ball 1. 1-1 in the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away. Braun at second. Led off with a single. Ford also single to right field. Tony O at the plate. Batting .279. 3-time batting champion for Minnesota. Gossage pitch. High. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Montreal tied Pittsburgh, picking up 2 runs in the 8th inning. It's 5-5 after 8. We're in the 8th. The White Sox leading 3-2. By the same score they won last night. And the pitch. Line foul to the upper deck down the left field side. McDaniel's now pitching for Kansas City in the 9th inning. Kansas City leading California 4-3. Schaffer's gone in to pitch for Denver in the 8th inning. Denver leading, or was leading. Evansville scored 4 runs in the 4th. They're leading Denver 4-3 after 8, the playoffs. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fouled it back. San Diego beat Houston 2-1. Strom the winner, Kniesny the loser. Two balls, 2 strikes. 2 on, 1 out. Tough Tony Oliva at the plate. The Twins with the tying run at second. Gossage trying to get the big second out here with Dave Mckay on deck. 2 ball, 2 strike stretch, and the pitch. A tapper at the feet of Oliva. Foul. So the count at the plate is 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gossage pitched an inning and a third last night, but he had not pitched for the past 5 days. He struck out a couple last night and walked 1. Kansas City has beaten California 4-3. McDaniel's the winning pitcher, 5-1. Tanana, the loser, 14-7. For Kansas City, stays even with Oakland. Outside corner, call, strike 3, and Oliva slams his bat on the ground. And he is all over Jerry Neudecker. Oh, Tony is upset as he slams again. There goes Oliva as he broke his bat. Oliva's tossed out by Neudecker. Oliva slams his bat on the plate and breaks it, and Jerry Neudecker gives him the heave-ho. First strikeout for Gossage. Tony really upset over that. A fastball just on the corner. And Oliva lands his batting helmet down. Tony very mild be furious over that call. Well, it was a close one. Right outside on the corner. Oliva thought it missed the corner. Oh, we've got 2 away now here in the 8th. Braun at second. Ford at first. Neudecker looking over in the Twins dugout, waiting until Tony Oliva decides to leave. Bird Morgan pointing in the dugout. They're still looking around. There's going to be a change here, waiting to see what they're going to be pulling in or out. Johnny Briggs is coming up to bat for Mckay, left-hander. Johnny Briggs, the left-handed hitter. He hits .252, 9 doubles, 1 triple, 10 home runs for the year, 41 RBIs. Miami defeated the Bears 21-10 in exhibition football. Kansas City beat California 4-3 in the first game. On that standings, Oakland 83, Kansas City 78. They're still 5 games out with another game to play. Now, if Kansas City can win the second game, they could be 4.5 games out, with 3 coming up with Oakland Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Texas lost. They're 15.5 out. The White Sox would be a half game behind Texas if they can hold on and win this ball game over Minnesota. That battle for third place. Boston, 6.5 over Baltimore. Baltimore batting the last half of the 9th inning. At the plate now, Johnny Briggs. He comes up to face Rich Gossage. Evansville is now a 3-1 lead in games in the American Association playoff, defeating Denver 4-3. Grilly the winner, Vukovic the loser. Evansville 4 runs, 7 hits. Denver 3 runs, 9 hits, and 3 big errors. All right, here we go now as John Briggs, the left-hander, steps up to the plate, replacing Dave Mckay. First pitch is a strike on the outside corner. Good fastball. Nothing in 1 count. Braun at second. Ford at first. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning. White Sox out hit 8-3, but they're out running Minnesota at the moment 3-2. Big John Briggs. No ball. 1 strike count. Briggs well away from the plate. Stretched by Gossage, and the pitch, the left-hander swung on, looped out to center field. Nyman coming in, waiting on it, and he takes it with a 3rd out. Gossage and company stops the Twins in the 8th. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 left. At the end of 7.5, exciting innings of play at White Sox Park. It's Chicago 3, Minnesota 2.
No question about it, the performance features and dependability that have made a Zenith Color TV such a good value over the years are even more important today. And that's why Zenith would like to take this opportunity to invite you in to see the new 1976 Zenith 23-inch diagonal, 100% solid-state Chromacolor 2 consoles in a brilliant array of fine furniture styles for you to choose from. A distinctive contemporary lowboy or full bass console, a traditional early American console with wraparound gallery and full bass, a stately Mediterranean console with a full flaring bass, or a full credenza breakfront bass. You can even choose a popular early American console with a dry sink top and the bracket foot design bass. Now, every one of these beautiful consoles features the brilliant Chromacolor picture tube, Zenith's 100% solid-state chassis, featuring Zenith's Power Sentry system of voltage regulation that uses up to 64% less energy than previous Zenith giant screen all-tube sets. Prices start at only $598.88, distributor suggested retail price. Why don't you stop in at your Zenith dealer today?
We're in the last half of the 8th inning. The White Sox still leading 3-2. The Twins have made 2 defensive changes. Steve Braun goes into third, and Luis Gomez is in at short. Carew's at second, Cusick at first. The outfield, Bostock in left, Ford in center, Peping in right. Roof behind the plate. Bert Blyleven on the mound. The White Sox have Squires, Orter, and Johnson coming up here in the 8th inning. In the 9th inning, it will be Cusick, Peping, and the catcher. We may have some pinch hitters in there because of Gossage, the right-hander. See who was left that they might be using. Heisel. Still possibilities. Well, we'll see. Let's go right through the 8th inning first with Mike Squires 0 for 1 and 2 walks and a run ahead of Orter's homer. Breaks in there for a call strike on the curveball. Nothing in 1 count. No balls and a strike. Baltimore's been batting a long time in the 9th inning. They're trailing 6-5. There's a ground ball to first. Cusick has it. Flips to the pitcher covering in time for the out. 1 down. The 8th, the batter is George Orter, who is 1 for 2. 3 RBIs tonight. All 3 runs. Here he is. And a hand as he comes up to the plate. George Orter, the leading hitter for the White Sox, now has 73 RBIs. Has driven in all 3 runs tonight. First pitch by Blyleven. Foul to the left side, out of play. Here's that recap on Denver and Evansville. 3 runs, 9 hits, 3 errors Denver. 4 runs, 7 hits, 1 error Evansville. Vukovich, Schaffer, and Sovereign. Pitch is in there for a strike. Nothing at 2 count. Really, the third Evansville pitcher is the winner. Vukovich the loser. So, Evansville is 1 game away from winning that playoff. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch by Blyleven. Bounding ball, right field, base hit. A high inside hanging curveball. And Orter ripped it into right field for his 2nd hit. His 4th hit against Minnesota pitching in this series. He has had 2 of the 4 hits off Blyleven. And here is Darren Johnson, who has been the most productive hitter against Minnesota pitching for the Sox this year, but has gone 0 for 3 tonight after having 2 hits last night. 1 out here in the 8th. Blyleven working. Stretched by the right-hander. The pitch to Darren Johnson. It's high for a ball. Pittsburgh and Montreal 5-5 in the 9th inning. Big game for Pittsburgh. 1 ball, no strikes. Orter leads off first. Darren Johnson at the plate. The pitch. Outside corner call strike. St. Louis would be 4.5 games out of first place if Pittsburgh loses that game. One ball, 1 strike. Here's a stretch. Blyleven works to Johnson. A long fly ball, left center field, well hit. Going way back, way back, way back. It is gone. A home run for Darren Johnson. Darren Johnson's 20th hit this year against Minnesota in the deepest left center field. The 2nd home run off Blyleven, his 21st given up. And he drives in Orter. Johnson has been a killer against the Twins, his 20th hit. Darren now has 20 hits, 4 home runs, 4 doubles, 12 RBIs, and scored 8 runs against Minnesota this year. And that, for Darren Johnson, is just his 4th RBI, his 3rd and 4th in the last 23 ball games. He's really been in a slump of driving in runs, and that bomb was a beauty above the 375 mark in deepest left center field. His last RBI on the 29th against Baltimore when he homered. The first pitch to Bob Coluccio, a strike in the outside corner, and the White Sox lead 5-2 in the 8th inning. Blyleven's pitch. Swing, and he tried to hold up, went around for a strike. 0-2 count. Boy, that was a picture-perfect bomb, a high arching shot. Both outfielders went back, and it went in about 5 rows into left center field. So Orter and Johnson have done all the damage. 2 RBIs. There's a swing and a drive to center field by Coluccio, but Ford is there, and he takes it for the out. They're 2 away. Orter with 3 RBIs, Johnson with 2. It's amazing. Here's Johnson, who just cleans up. Twice this year he beat Bergmeyer when Blyleven had started the games. Now tonight, with Blyleven starting this one, he's beating Blyleven, along with Orter. And Pat Kelly comes in to bat for Melton. Pat Kelly batting for Melton. Kelly hitting .271, 17 doubles, 7 triples, 8 RBIs. First pitch is high, ball 1. The Baltimore Orioles tied New York in the 9th. They're in the 10th now, and it's 6-6. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Strike on the outside corner. Boy, that Baltimore team is battling for its life. The 1-1 pitch is inside low. 2 balls and a strike. 2-1 count. Blyleven working with a 2-1 pitch. Fouled it back. It's 2-2. Pat Kelly's been bothered the last 3 or 4 days with a pulled groin muscle. Carlos May's been out with the same very severe problem that he incurred in New York in the last road trip. The 2-2 pitch by Blyleven. Strike 3 call. Kelly looking. That is the 8th strikeout for Blyleven. 196 for the year. But the White Sox come up with 2 runs on Johnson's homer. 2 hits. And nobody left. At the end of 8 tremendous innings of play here in Sox Park, Chicago 5, Minnesota 2. Well, here's the 9th inning. Jim Cott can win his 20th game of the year. Rich Gossage can pick up his 24th save of the year. So the White Sox coming up here in the 9th inning will face Craig Cusick. Mike Peping is on deck. And then the catcher. It was Cusick who put the Twins in front of the 4th inning with his 3rd home run of the year. Boy, what a ball game this has been. Blyleven ran into control problems in the 3rd. He gave up singles to Downing and Hairston, then walked Squires and Orter to walk in the 1st run. Here's the pitch to Cusick. Curve in the outside corner, call strike from Gossage. Then the Twins came bouncing back with a 2-run homer by Cusick in the 4th. They took the lead. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss for a strike. 0-2 count. Then Orter. It is 9th home run, straightaway right field blast. Just a line drive in the stands. And the Sox led 3-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Oh, beauty, but a little high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now, in the 8th inning, Johnson bombards on Minnesota again, and the Sox are leading 5-2 in the top of the 9th inning. Here's the pitch. A swing and a miss. Strike 3. Struck out Cusick with a fastball. 1 away in the top of the 9th, and Mike Peping coming up. The rookie, 0 for 3. 6'6" rookie. Boy, is he big. Those 2 guys side by side could take on just about anybody they wanted to. I'd hate to have figure what they could do. They could damage you. The first pitch is high inside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Well, as New York and Baltimore in the 11th inning still tied 6-6. Gossage pitch. Inside high. 2 balls, no strikes. 2-0 count. Top of the ninth. The White Sox leading by 3, 5-2. They have 5 hits. Minnesota has 8. 2 hits off Gossage. 2 strikeouts. The windup by Rich, and the pitch is a strike on the outside corner. His fastball. 2-1. The Cubs beat the Phillies 7-6. St. Louis down New York 6-3. Atlanta beat the Dodgers 3-2. San Diego down Houston 2-1. Here is the 2-1 delivery. Strike 2 call. Fastball at the letters. Cincinnati 3, San Francisco 2. And Pittsburgh and Montreal 5-5 in the ninth. New York, Baltimore 6-6 in the 11th. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball to third. Bill Stein grabs it. Goes to first. He got him for the out. Bill Stein playing for Melton. Stein he hit as Melton was pinch hit for him. Stein with a rocket shot. Boy, that guy, you can't give adjectives enough to describe Bill Stein. Every time he comes in, he just plays super baseball. That's been a long time since he's been at third base. He came up with that ball and just put a rocket shot to first to Squires. Here's Roof. The pitch is low for a ball. Phil Roof with 2 outs in the ninth inning. The White Sox leading 5-2. Gossage with a 1-0 pitch. Fastball strike call, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch. Swing and a miss on a curveball, strike 2. He's got Roof tied up in knots. Jim caught 1 out, 1 strike away from his 20th win, his 2nd consecutive year of 20 victories. Rich Gossage pumping and firing a 1-2. Line drive, bounce, pass. In into center field for a base hit. A single off Gossage, the 3rd hit. And here is Lyman Bostock, who is 0 for 4. Left-handed hitter. Bucky Dent diving to his left, just couldn't reach it. So big Phil Roof at first, but they're going to pitch run for him. Steve Bry will be running. Bostock is hitting .278. He's gone 0 for 4 tonight with 1 for 3 last night. Bry, who'd been out with injuries. He's at first base now. 2 outs here in the ninth. Lyman Bostock on deck. Braun, the 3rd baseman. The pitch is low inside, ball 1. Dave Hamilton in the bullpen along with Cecil Upshaw. Watching right now, they're ready. 2 outs here in the top of the ninth inning, the stretch by Gossage. And the pitch, strike on the outside corner, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Young Lyman Bostock, one of the Twins that called up this year, his first time in the major leagues. Outstanding group of youngsters. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a foul ball back, 1-2. Bostock, 25 years old. 2 away in the top of the ninth inning. The Twins have 9 hits. The White Sox have 5. That sort of represents their team batting average. Twins hitting .273. The White Sox .256. But the White Sox, with the Orter Johnson bombardment, are leading 5-2 here in the ninth. The stretch by Gossage and the pitch. Just missed down low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Beautiful pitch. 2-2. Two ball, 2 strike stretch now by Gossage. The 2-2 pitch. Missed outside high, ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count, and the batter on deck is Braun. Want to get this out right here. Don't put that tying run at the plate. Rich Gossage in the stretch. The 3-2 pitch. Fouled it back. Got a piece. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Gossage working in his 56th game of the year. 3 balls, 2 strike count. Leading off first base, Steve Fry. Gossage leaning on his left knee as Bostock waves the bat. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Fouled off into the upper deck. And the count is still 3 balls, 2 strikes. 3-2. Rich Gossage trying to get past this man. The 3-2 pitch. Ball 4. Fry goes to second. Here is Steve Braun hitting .297. Pretty capable hitter. Chuck Tanner waves Nyman around to his left as Point goes over, head over toward right center field. Left fielder Hairston. Pointing to Coluccio, now to Squires to move over a bit. Braun batting for Terrell in the 8th inning single. Well, the time runs are at the plate. 3 is what they need in a 5-2 ball game here in the top of the 9th inning. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. That's what they had in the 8th inning. Here's the stretch. And the pitch. Fly ball, center field. Nyman drifting back to his right. He's there. He takes it to Sox, to Jim Cott, winning his 20th game, and Cott trots out of the dugout to be one of the first to congratulate Gossage. Puts an arm around each other, and Jim Cott winning his 20th game, the 2nd straight year in a row. Here in the 9th inning, no runs, 1 hit, 2 left. The final score, we're back with the summary in a moment. The White Sox 5, Minnesota 2.
How'd you like to get your club together with our club? Well, if you can organize 40 or more people, the Chicago White Sox will give you special reduced rates on group night. Your group can get box seats for only $3 or reserve seats for only $2. So call now at 924-1000 and ask for group sales. You'll get a $1.50 discount on each ticket. That's 924-1000. The next group night is Saturday, September 20th, against Texas.
WMAQ, what great Q is.
You're my 13th caller.
You gotta be kidding me.
To win, all you need is a telephone and WMAQ.
WMAQ, you're the 12th call. WMAQ, you're the 13th call. WMAQ, you're the 14th call. Sorry, I'm taking the 15th call to win. You missed it by 1.
We'll tell you.